Alright, here we go. So, playing a little bit of Dark Magicians, I'm going to start off with Soul Servant. Soul Servant is going to allow me to stack a card. I stack Magician's Rod, activate True Name. True Name will get Slifer out. Then I'm going to activate Magician's Souls to summon itself onto the field. And then I'm going to go into IP Masquerena. IP Masquerena will allow me to link on my opponent's turn, and then I'm going to normal my Magician's Rod. That'll allow me to grab Magician's Salvation and then stack Eternal Souls, or actually set Eternal Souls. I activate Preparation of Rites right here to grab Illusion of Chaos, and then I'm going to link this into Artemis just to get it into my graveyard. And then set my Revive Sky God. Revive Sky God will allow me to draw 6 cards on my opponent's turn. Now I do make a little bit of a mistake right here. I should have actually let this card go to his hand first and then activated this after I resolved, so then that way he didn't draw any cards. So a little bit of a misplay on my end, so now he ends up getting an extra card in his hand off of that effect, but it's a-okay. So he activates Raigeki. I'm going to activate Eternal Souls right here. Summon out my Dark Magician and then use these 3 to go into Black Magician or Black Luster Soldier. I don't know what I'm Black and Luster and Dark Magician and all of these names are throwing me off. So I go into Black Luster Soldier. This card right here cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects because I made it with a level 7, but it wouldn't have been able to be destroyed by card effects anyways because I made it off of IP Masquerena. Also, it can gain one of these effects, 1500 attack twice, or banish 1 card on the field. So I'm going to activate Souls right here, discarding this Preparation of Rites, so then that way I can draw a card, and then I'm going to summon out Timaeus, the United Dragon. So this will allow me to go into Dark Magician and Dragon Knight. So I activate, and then he's going to negate with the Ice Jade Erosion. Basically that stops my plays, but not for long because I still got rods in hand, so I normal that out, grab Soul Servant, and then this Soul Servant will be a draw 3 because I have Dark Magician Girl, and Palladium in my graveyard. So I draw 3 right there, and then I'm going to activate Circle, and then Secrets of Dark Magic will allow me to go into Dark Magician and Dragon Knight right here. Once it hits the field, since it is a Dark Magician name, it'll allow me to activate Circles to banish the card that he has on field. And then I'm just going to attack for game. So I generated a lot of advantage in this particular match. Let's take a look at the deck list so you guys can see exactly what I played. Now I know it does say unlimited. It's just a room that he's playing in, but it is a standard deck. All of these cards are unbanished. None of them are on the ban list. So yeah, if you want to play this deck, this is the deck list. You got a bunch of ways to draw in this particular deck. You can basically draw 6 with the Slifer stuff. You can add whatever card is on top of your deck to your hand with the true name, as long as you know what it is. There's multiple ways to know what's on top of the deck. The negative part of this card's effect is when you have to place something back onto the deck. You put it on top of the deck, you can use true name to grab whatever that card is. So that's a way to do it there. You could also do it with Soul Servant. Soul Servant can stack something on top of the deck. You can grab it with true name. You can also get to Soul Servant starting from this card. This card can get you to this card by going Preparation of Rites to Illusion of Chaos to Magician's Rod to Soul Servant. So you have multiple ways to get to cards with this particular deck. You can also draw off of the Dark Magicians. You can also draw off of Guardian Chimera. So there are multiple ways to just draw cards in this particular deck. Draw 6 here. Magician Souls has an effect that allows you to discard spells to draw cards. So if you have, let's say if you open 3 of these, you can activate 1 to grab Illusion of Chaos. Illusion of Chaos can grab Eternal Souls, Magician Souls. Magician Souls can then discard the last two by special summoning itself, sending the Dark Magician, discard the next two to grab two more cards, so draw two more off of that. So these cards are never dead, even if you draw all three of them, because you can use Souls to draw two, and you can also use the other one to draw an Illusion of Chaos. So there's a lot of draw engines in here to get you to your combo pieces. That's why I think this is one of the most consistent Dark Magician decks that I've played so far. Everything just works. There's almost no dead cards in here. The only cards that are kind of dead in your hand is if you draw Palladium Oracle Mahad in your opening hand, if you draw your Dark Magicians, and if you draw Dark Magician Girl. But everything else is pretty much live when you get it. It's pretty much a useful card in almost every scenario. But even if you draw all three of these, or if you draw all five of these cards in your opening hand, that means whatever you draw after that is going to be useful to you. But the thing is, of course, it's very rare to actually draw all of these. Now, if you wanted to run one less Dark Magician and possibly one more Illusion of Chaos for consistency, so then that way you don't really brick, you can. But I just don't do that myself, because what I've noticed, let's see here. I always do that. I always do that. Alright, so what I love to do whenever I look at my decks is to go right up here. If you guys don't know about this, this is a way to test the consistency of your deck without having to play. Just go right up here, go to draw sample 5 cards, and it'll show you something like this. So this is Magician Souls. Magician Souls can basically send something. You can search your deck with Dark Magical Circle and then stack whatever with Soul Servant and then draw cards, especially since you got Soul Servant right here. And you can also send one of the other cards to the graveyard to basically draw more cards if you wanted to do so. So let's see what we would actually hit with the draw 3 or with the excavating 3 with the Dark Magical Circle. So the next 3 cards would have been a Dark Magician, Magician Salvation, and a Revived Sky God. So this card would have gotten us the salvation that we needed right here, because I would have started off with this. Soul Servant would have basically stacked on top of my deck the, well, actually I would have had everything. This is full combo. This is the Dark Magical Circle. This will get me the trap to revive the Eternal Souls, and then also Soul Servant or Magician Souls will get the Dark Magician into the graveyard. So that's full combo right there. The next hand, we got Magician's Ride, Dark Magician in hand, Magician's Combination, Eternal Souls. So Eternal Souls will summon out Dark Magician. Magician's Ride could actually search for Dark Magical Circle, so that's another full combo. Very easy to kind of make this deck work. We brick right here with the Palladium Oracle Mahad, but we still got 2 Magician's Rods plus 2 Soul Servants, so we can definitely make this plays work right here. Especially since we could use Magician's Rod to basically grab something useful, use Eternal Souls to possibly stack something, I don't know, something to basically get to this card being put back into the deck and then drawn into it again. That's very easy to do, especially since we got Illusion of Chaos now. So even if you do brick with this card, it can be put back into the deck to be made live if you brick. So that's the cool thing about that. Let's see here. Yeah, we got Slifer plays, we got Dark Magician plays. So basically, Soul Servant can basically stack something on top of the deck, which I would probably stack Magician Souls on top of the deck, and then activate True Name to grab that Magician Souls, and then send. That would allow you to basically summon the Slifer, use Souls to send Dark Magician, put Dark Magician onto the field, and do the same play that I did earlier, and then use Eternal Souls to just revive that Dark Magician. So then you got Dark Magician's Combination for a negate. Of course, you wouldn't be able to actually get to that, but you could use Timaeus if you wanted to. Timaeus could actually tribute something on your field, and then you can basically, I guess, fusion summon. So yeah, you got plays, you got plays, you got plays. Let's see. Yeah, Illusion of Chaos plus Magician's Rod. That's another full combo plus Salvation. So you could really just search Circle with rods. Search. Yeah, you got plays for days. And then True Name can grab something. So these test hands are just showcasing how much stuff you could actually do. You got a lot of plays. Like you're always gonna have plays with this particular Dark Magician deck because of how much that I put in here as far as like cards that'll get you to something that's useful. Yeah, so super consistent deck. You pretty much almost always have a play. So yeah, if you like the deck, try it out. Let me know what you think.